I've committed a crime. I've never reviewed Mad Max Fury Road. How have I never reviewed Mad Max Fury Road? How?
Here comes the money. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Mad Max Fury Road. What a movie! What a lovely forced reference, I guess. So if you guys follow this channel or you pay attention to the backgrounds, let's see, Mad Max Fury Road right here on this movie, this awesomeness of a movie. I saw Mad Max Fury Road, not when it came out, I think it was like earlier this year I saw it, or maybe it was last year, I don't remember when I saw it, but I've seen it a couple times now, and yeah, I had it, my dad bought this movie on Blu-ray because he saw it in theaters, he loved it, and he was like, you know what, it's rated R, but I don't care, you need to see this, son, and I was like, great, yeah, it sounded good, I didn't know a lot about it, then I saw it, and I was like, no, that was awesome, that was great. Now here's one thing that's going to get a lot of people mad. I've never seen a Mad Max movie. I'm sorry, I've never seen Road Warrior or the original or Beyond Thunderdome. I've only seen Fury Road because that's the only one I own. That's the only one I felt like seeing. And it's the most modern, so it's the one I got a hold of. So I'll probably watch all those other ones, Thunderdome, all those movies. I've just never had the urge to watch any other Mad Max movie. But I was bored one night, so yeah. But anyway, let's talk about this movie. I don't really need to say a lot. This is one of the best action movies ever made. Look, when I said in my review of, I believe, Fallout, I was saying my favorite action movies. What I mean by action, okay, I'm going to draw the line here. A lot of people are not going to agree with this, and I don't know if it's entirely correct, but I don't count superhero or Star Wars or just fantasy as an action movie, necessarily. Harry Potter, no Harry Potter, no Lord of the Rings, no Marvel superhero movies. I don't consider those action movies. What I consider action movies are movies that are built to have a bunch of action in them. And now that might sound complex, but what I mean by that is movies that are complicated with their action. I'm spacing out here. It's complicated, but it's hard to say, I guess. It's a certain genre, fantasy. Because what section would you put Fury Road in? You'd probably only put this section into a genre of action movie. You'd put Fallout in the center of action movie. You'd put The Dark Knight. Actually, The Dark Knight's an exception because it's really not a superhero movie. It's based on a superhero, but it's so mind-blowingly not a superhero movie. Christopher Nolan's probably my favorite director, or maybe Steven Spielberg, but The Dark Knight's less of an action movie. It's less of a superhero movie than an action movie. Fury Road is a straight-up action movie, and it's awesome. If you guys don't watch my channel, you know I love Tom Hardy. He's one of my favorite actors who's currently working today. I think that's one of the areas why I'm really excited for Venom. I really want to see that in theaters. That's one of my main reasons. I really like him in Inception. His best role was in The Dark Knight Rises. I don't know if he was amazing in Fury Road. He's great, but he doesn't have a lot of charisma behind him. That's, I guess, the character of Max, but he doesn't have so much character behind him, which is fine, because we just want to see the action. Let's talk about the action. This is the best movie I've ever seen within its action. It's on par with Fallout. But wow. The action in this movie is brilliant. It's amazing. Look, in the realm of action movies, I have to say that Fury Road stands out in its action. It's phenomenal. It is so amazingly and beautifully shot, and the action is so thrilling and exciting and intense and just fun in that sense. It's so good. I love it! Charlize Theron in this movie, if I'm pronouncing that name right, she kills it. She's great. I like her more than I like Tom Hardy, just because she has charisma to her. More charisma, at least. I didn't say that Max doesn't have charisma to him, but he has less than her. But I really like her character. I think she's great. But apparently the next one's going to be called Furiosa. And Furiosa, yeah, her character's awesome. I think it's my favorite role by her, so yeah. This movie is like the king of best roles by some action stars, unless you're Tom Hardy. But I'm forgetting who played Morton Joe, but Morton Joe is really creepy Even though he is kind of pathetic sometimes, I mean, Morton Joe's a fine villain. It's not... Oh, well, the box filler. It's not a problem that I don't really love his villain character because he doesn't have a lot of development behind it, but he's just a great menace. And you see he's going to go to extent. And I love the way all the villains are portrayed. They're madness. Like, they literally have a guy playing an electric guitar spewing fire out of the end of it. And it's awesome. And you know it. So school started up again. This is not to do with Mad Max Fury Road. This is something I was just thinking because it's like crazy, stupid things, but they're awesome. Apparently there's an episode of Doctor Who. My art teacher told me this. There's apparently an episode of Doctor Who where Doctor Who teams up with Vincent Van Gogh, if I'm pronouncing that name right. I know I'm not pronouncing it in the way that Dutch pronounces it, but yeah. And they fight an invisible space turkey. Yes, I need to see this now. Back to Mad Max Fury Road. Am I nitpicking now? Yes, I am. I'm not a fan. I mean, I like it, but I'm not a huge fan of the poster. I mean, it's a cool poster, but all you see is this girl and this guy. You need to tilt a lot because there's a light right there, but that doesn't really show a lot. And if you look in the background, there's not a lot there. But another thing I have with this movie, its rating. This is no problem with the content of this movie. This is a problem with just the rating. R. Why is it rated R? I don't know. I mean, it's a truly awesome movie. It doesn't deserve... I think kids should be allowed to watch, even though there's one breast shot, I believe. I didn't see it, I believe. I just skipped over it, because... Do you need to see that? Whatever, horny boys. I worded that so... That was so weird. Okay, what I mean by that is people who like seeing that type of thing. Let's move on, because this is awkward. Other than that, I don't know why this movie is rated R. It does not deserve the R rating. Mad Max Fury Road is awesome, okay? It's awesome. Let's cut to the chase. It's an epic chase movie that doesn't stop for breath. It just goes. And it's epic and it's awesome. And it completely works in every sense of the word work. I love it. And it's obvious what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give Mad Max Fury Road a 10. I'd actually probably technically give it a 9 in a technical standpoint, but I give it a 10 because I think that this, there's problems with this movie, yes. But I've been building up a review of Fury Road so much that for me to give it a 9 would just be like, let down at the biggest number. So I have to give it a 10. Anyway, I got like a bunch of reviews coming out this weekend. This weekend's going to be busy, then September is going to be boring! I'll review a couple movies at the end of September, but through the first 3 weeks, or I guess first to see, first 2 weeks, there's literally nothing, so I'm reviewing Star Wars stuff because I'm not waiting for episode 9. Anyway, I'll tell you the reviews as they're coming out to you guys. I will be reviewing Interstellar, Split, Skyfall, all 3 of those movies, and I'm reviewing Searching, hopefully this weekend. Those 4 reviews are coming out this weekend. It's going to be a busy weekend, but we're going to get these reviews out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be epic. Thanks for 70 subscribers, guys. I literally hit 60 a week ago, and we're at 72 now. Thanks for that. I did not expect that to happen. When I hit 60, I was like, I'll hit 70 by the end of September, and I hit it by the end of August. Come on, can we get 90 by the end of September? That would be awesome. I know I'm not going to get 80 by the end of August. I'm hoping I could get 80 in September, maybe get 90 in September. I was thinking I could hit 100 by the end of the year. I'm hoping that'll happen. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did like it, make sure to subscribe. This video was a lot longer than I wanted it to be. But you know, we gotta talk about Fury Road. Fury Road's awesome. See you guys next time. Bye!